Boxing versus bodybuilding. All right, let's get it, man. When it comes to these two clashing, I'm not gonna lie, it is the martial arts people that are the main aggressors, because if you go on any type of like social media and there's a video of a bodybuilder showing off his progress, showing off like how big he is, there's always gonna be a martial artist in the comment section, or a martial artist enthusiast in the comment section, pretty much just shitting on him, saying some shit usually along the lines of, oh, all those muscles for what? You know, just so that you can lose in a street fight. Look, I'm here to just settle the debate. For the most part, I would argue that there's pretty much just people saying one is better than the other, and it's mostly, again, I think the main aggressors here are the martial artists, and the bodybuilders are just sort of saying, bro, leave me alone, man, just let me lift my weight. Let me lift my weights in peace. The best way to go about it, in my opinion, is to start off with martial arts and then lift afterwards. You see a lot of fighters doing this. They have their fighting careers, and then once their fighting careers are over, they go and like they lift and they get big. Some of them take steroids and some shit like that. I think there's actually a massive projection of insecurities from the martial artists going on to the bodybuilders, because let me tell you something about martial arts and what it does to your body. You will get lean, you will get toned, you will not become aesthetic though, right? You will not, your body won't look as symmetrical because it wasn't like specifically built to look good, and you won't be big. You will not be big. It's almost impossible to actually like bulk and do martial arts. It's like, it's possible, but it's really, really hard, and you have to do it very, very slowly compared to bodybuilding, right? And on top of that, if you do it very seriously, you actually have to cut weight. So for my first fight, I had to cut down to like a crazy like 60, I cut down to like 69 kilos. I was fighting at 71, but like I took it so seriously, I took the weight cut so seriously, I ended up dropping below the actual fighting weight. The amount of running I had to do, the conditioning, there was no way. I lost a lot of muscle. I became very, very skinny, and I got a taste. It wasn't even like, that isn't even like the main thing, bro. That's like nowhere near to what even amateur fighters go through, let alone pro fighters. But I got a taste of what it's like to be a fighter, and most of it is self-restriction and not letting yourself, or not letting your body actually, you know what I'm saying, be at the weight that it actually wants to be. Your fighting weight 9 times out of 10 is anywhere from like 5 to 10 kilos lower than your natural weight. Right now, bro, I'm pushing like 80 kilos right now. I'll let you know a little secret. I've been lifting more than I've actually been doing martial arts due to an injury. The way my body has changed is so crazy. Like, I've gained so much weight, and I mean, I've been building muscle, but I'm pushing 80 kilos compared to when I was boxing. I was literally around like 70 to, I would never go above like 74, 73 kilos. Like now I'm dead ass. I think I'm like 78 now. Last time I weighed myself, I think I was like 77. So isn't that crazy, right? Boxing or any kind of martial art will just shred the fucking shit out of you. It will shred you so hard, it will make you so slim. And so if I'm gonna relate that, fucking loud ass plane. So if I was to relate that back to bodybuilding, I think a lot of martial artists project their insecurity of lack of size, because aside from like the fucking like heavyweights and the middleweights and the cruiserweights, who basically have both, like they look like bodybuilders but they can fight as well, which is like, that's amazing. But most men of average stature and like, you know, average size, when they start a martial art, they just become pretty slim, pretty like chiseled. Most guys, they end up, you know what I'm saying, being 70 kilos, below 70 kilos, 65, down. Some guys like end up being flyweights, like, you know, going into the 50s, which is crazy. I think that projection is mostly a lot of us kind of just being, you know what I'm saying, jealous of the fact that a lot of bodybuilders get to have so much size and being big in that. That's the benefit of bodybuilding, is like you're strong and you're physically imposing. Whereas when you're a martial artist, it's like some people, when you have your hoodie on, some people don't even know if you're even like capable, when the reality is you're probably very dangerous in a street fight. But to be honest, in terms of safety, it's better to look like you can fight rather than knowing how to fight but not looking very imposing, because you get into less fights. But I will say a lot of bodybuilders are definitely jealous of the fact that martial artists know how to fight. And you see a lot of these guys in their, you know, in their gym transformations, they work out for years, they build this amazing physique. They come across a couple of Instagram reels of them, you know what I'm saying, of some martial artists basically just shitting on bodybuilders, calling them gay and shit. I've seen the funniest things, bro. Like, bro, I'm telling you now, a lot of us are actually ruthless to bodybuilders, bro. We need to be more nice. Even in my gym and some gyms I've been to, I see a lot of bodybuilders coming into boxing gyms, Muay Thai gyms, MMA gyms, because they want to be big and dangerous. They want to sort of utilize their strength and the lethality of a martial art. But I'm just gonna say it like this, bro. Martial artists are jealous of the way bodybuilders look, because on average, bodybuilders look more aesthetic and they're bigger and they just look better, like in like you know what I'm saying, visually, and they get to walk around with more size. Whereas bodybuilders are just simply jealous of the fact that martial artists can actually do something, like actually know how to fight. They know how to inflict damage. Whereas a bodybuilder, it's like he has this ego from the gym, and he knows that he actually doesn't even know how to fight, and like in a confrontation he'd bug out. I'm just here to say, bro, I think both are good. If you've been bodybuilding for years, you're good. If you've been doing martial arts for years, you're good. I heavily recommend that you stick to one and then you go through a phase of going into the other. So if you're a bodybuilder and you want to get into martial arts, leave bodybuilding. Like, just stop like lifting like a thing, start lifting like an athlete, right? Because lifting weights is good. I'm gonna make a video on that. Start lifting like an athlete instead of, you know, for hypertrophy, and then just get straight into martial arts, you know what I'm saying? And just boom. Because you're still gonna have the body that you've built, and now you're gonna be learning martial arts. You're gonna know how to fight, and you're gonna be big, so it's gonna be amazing. If you've been doing martial arts, but you don't like the way your body looks, which is very, very common, right? You're a very skinny guy. Like, yeah, you have abs, but like your biceps aren't that very big, and like your chest isn't big. So what you're gonna do is, you just need to relax on the martial arts. There is no such thing as mixing the two. You can't do that. Otherwise, you're just gonna be mid at both of them. You are either going to dedicate like several months to a year to martial arts, or several months to a year to bodybuilding. So to the guy that's been doing martial arts that just wants to look better, you have to stop fighting. Like, you have to relax on the martial arts and dedicate yourself to bodybuilding if you want to see good results. There is no balancing the two. If you're a bodybuilder going into boxing, just know you will be on a cut. Do not try and bulk and box. It doesn't work. Do not bulk and do any type of martial art, because you're at a downfall. You have to do cardio, you have to do conditioning. This shit shreds you. You're better off just eating a lean, clean diet, because that will lead to the best performance. And if there's one other main message that I want to get across, bro, fucking plain. We have to start respecting each other, bro. Like, we have to start showing each other respect. We have to stop shitting on each other, and we have to start respecting each other for each other's strengths. Bodybuilders need to start putting some respect on martial artists' names, because we can fight, we know how to move. Just because you're big doesn't mean you know how to fight. We'll whoop you 9 times out of 10. But martial artists need to also start showing respect to bodybuilders. They are big, bro. 9 times out of 10, we're pretty much just jealous of the way they look. They look better. They probably impress their females a bit more. Like, let's be honest, bro. Bodybuilders probably have more attractive bodies, better looking bodies. So obviously, I think as martial artists, we're a little bit jealous of that. Unless you have great genetics and you're just a big guy, and like you're like a heavyweight or some shit. We need to just start showing a bit more love to bodybuilders, okay? And respecting them for their size and their aesthetics. Just take my advice, bro, and peace, brother.